First, a field of 8 just hanging out, and Todd Trites. Maple Cookie, Mark Haig. Black Silver, and Dirk Duncan. Basie Street, Jim Smith. UB First, Bill Nicholson Sr., Aaron M. Down, Charlie Ross. James E.B. and Sean Shannon. And on the outside, Lip Sync and Lonnie Stokes. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Black Silver going out for the early lead. Up the inside is just hanging out. Maple Cookie gets away third. Aaron M. Down. On the outside, going on now fourth. Racing back fifth is UB First. Then back to James E.B. sitting sixth. Lip Sync and the trailer up the back stretches. Basie Street as Black Silver has jumped out and grabbed the top now. For driver Dirk Duncan leads a length and a half. Racing in second with the pocket journey now is just hanging out. Third, Maple Cookie. Closer fourth is Aaron M. Down. UB First closes the gap a bit. Racing back in fifth at opening quarter 31-2. Then Lip Sync comes out to move. And then it's James E.B. and back to Basie Street as they race towards the 3/8 pole. Up front, Black Silver. He's on top a length and a half. And on the outside, though, he's got company. Aaron M. Down quickly on the outside has grabbed the top from Black Silver. Aaron M. Down swoops to the lead now to the opening half. Then Black Silver second, just hanging out. 3 lengths back in third. Then another length and a half to Maple Cookie fourth. That half and 3, then UB First. Lip Sync on the outside. James E.B. and Basie Street can see them all as they've rounded the paddock turn for the second time. Going to the 5/8 pole. They've made it there. And your leader up front, cutting it out, Aaron M. Down. Black Silver up tight, right with him second. Then back about 4 lengths behind, just hanging out third. Fourth on the outside is Maple Cookie. UB First making a 3-wide move from fifth. Then James E.B. Lip Sync and trailing Basie Street. That 3/4 was reached in 1:35. Aaron M. Down still on top, racing second. Black Silver, then UB First is cleared now to third. Racing fourth, Maple Cookie, and right there as well, just hanging out, Lip Sync. Off the turn for home, your leader, Aaron M. Down. Then Black Silver is the closest one to him in deep stretch. Less than an eighth to go, and it is Aaron M. Down looking to win it here. And Black Silver, last effort, but he ran out of racetrack as Aaron M. Down gets the job done. Black Silver second, UB First third, then Maple Cookie fourth. The time for the mile, 2:07.3. Race number 1, number 6, Aaron M. Down. A big gelding 9 by Nightly Blue Chip. Out of Loy Down, she by Genghis Khan, owned by Janet Shakes of St. John, trained by Thane McQuarrie. Charlie Ross picks up the catch drive today and drives Aaron M. Down to his 7th win of the season. And this afternoon, winning 2:07 and 3/5. Aaron M. Down, the winner of race 1, 2:07.3. With Todd Trites. Waterside Apache, Charlie Price. And are off Bluegrass with Wayne Watson. Charlie Burke, Dirk Duncan. PJ's Wager, Steve Mahar. Field of 6. And on the run, that was Bolero Club before the start. They're off and pacing. Charlie Burke, quickest off the wings, going for the early lead. Up the inside, Doc Smokin' Joe, and they're off Bluegrass. Gets away in third. Then Waterside Apache fourth. PJ's Wager settles back in fifth, and trailing the field after the break was Bolero Club as they hit the 8th pole and go on up the backstretch. Racing to the opening quarter, Charlie Burke on top. Up tight second, Doc Smokin' Joe. Then back to Ender off Bluegrass in third. Back fourth, Waterside Apache, PJ's Wager, and Bolero Club just caught the field, and he's out and moving. First up on the outside. That opening quarter, 31-3. Up front, Charlie Burke. But on the outside, Bolero Club on the outside has come to second. Then racing third on the inside, Doc Smokin' Joe. Second over in fourth is PJ's Wager. Then Ender off Bluegrass is caught in fifth and trailing Waterside Apache. Off the turn through the stretch to the half. Up front, cutting it out, Charlie Burke. On top, Bolero Club on the outside second. Then Doc Smokin' Joe, he's had a great trip. He's third. In along the pylons, the half and 4. Then PJ's Wager Waterside Apache making a 3-wide move from the back and Ender off Bluegrass as they race past the paddock turn for the second time. Up front still Charlie Burke looking to go coast to coast. Then second on the inside is Doc Smokin' Joe Ender off Bluegrass. Looks for racing room along the cones third. Then fourth on the extreme outside, Waterside Apache Bugalero Kloop, and they're 4 wide for third right now at the back. 3/4 and 1, 35 and 3. No battle up front though as of yet. Charlie Burke still clinging to a 3-length lead. Doc Smokin' Joe Ender off Bluegrass will finally get some racing room as she comes off the pylons. PJ's Wager is fourth. Waterside Apache off the turn for home, and it's Charlie Burke. Charlie Burke in deep stretch, less than an eighth to go. Charlie Burke, and on the outside Ender off Bluegrass. But in deep stretch, they're not going to beat Charlie Burke. He wins it. He goes wire to wire. Then Ender off Bluegrass was second. Doc Smokin' Joe grabbed the show spot. Then Waterside Apache, PJ's Wager, and Bolero Klooped. Time of the mile, 2:07 and 4. Back to the wire now. Your unofficial winner, race number 2. It's number 5, Charlie Burke. Charlie Burke is a brown gelding 4 by Western Hanover out of Spurred On. She by Kentucky Spur. Owned by Chris Davies, Mike Doyle, Keir Jones, and Ali Carr. Trained by John C. Davies. Dirk Duncan drives for Charlie Burke. It's his second straight win. It's his 8th of the year. This afternoon, 2:07 and 4. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Show Me the Honey out for the early lead. Then racing second on the outside and going forward is Star Trek. As they hit the first turn, Star Trek has grabbed the top. Show Me the Honey racing in second. Gap of about 3 lengths, 2. Racing in third. Up the backstretch, racing to the opening quarter. That is Rules and Regulations. Another couple of lengths gap to Count Legacy, who's racing fourth. Back fifth, Stevie Y. Then racing sixth is Lewinsky, trailing the field, Illini Heather. They're spread out to the opening quarter in your quarter. Leader was Star Trek. He took them there. 30 and 1 was Show Me the Honey in the pocket second. Back third, Rules and Regulations. And he's closing the gap in third. Then fourth on the outside comes Stevie Y. He's first up. Then racing fifth, Count Legacy. Out and moving Lewinsky. And trailing the field is Illini Heather through the stretch to the opening half. Under a tight rein, Star Trek still on top, leads by 2. Show Me the Honey second, Stevie Y. Gaining with every stride, he's third. On the outside and going on. Rules and Regulations locked in fourth, the half in 1:02 and 3. Lewinsky spotted second over in fifth. Then Count Legacy, and trailing the field is Illini Heather as the field has hit the 5/8. Star Trek is out by about 3 lengths. Show Me the Honey second. Stevie Y outside third. Then Rules and Regulations. No racing room for him. He's third on the inside. Then Lewinsky second over fifth. Back to Illini Heather and Count Legacy. 3/4 for Star Trek, 1:32 and 4. It's Star Trek. Show Me the Honey. Stevie Y is hanging tough. On the outside, battling third. And Rules and Regulations, still no racing room at all for him. Lewinsky outside fifth, off the turn for home. Less than an eighth to go, and it's Star Trek on top by about 5 lengths. Star Trek, Stevie Y on the outside, and Show Me the Honey. They're battling second. Rules and Regulations, still no racing room, but Star Trek and driver Dirk Duncan. Dirk with his second straight win in for second. Show Me the Honey, then Stevie Y. Rules and Regulations. The mile, 2:04 and 3. Driver Dirk Duncan back with his second winning trip of the day. It's his second in a row. He wins this time with number 5, Star Trek. Star Trek, a chestnut gelding 9 by Stargaze Hanover out of Wiper Clean. She by Tireport Irvin. Owned and trained by Doug Beckwith. Dirk Duncan picks up the drive, and for Star Trek, it's win 10 of the season. He's in double digits for wins now with 10, and he wins in 2:04 and 3. Star Trek and Dirk Duncan, 2-4 and 3. And the starters for the 4th race are at the gate. Gate is moving. We've got a field of 7. Fastest Cam and Wayne Watson. Any Which Way and Rick Armstrong. Misty Isle Breeze and Santa Claus. Pinchot with Steve Mahar. Edgewater Stardust, Mark Haig. Exeter Breeze with Dirk Duncan. And outside is Susie Comeback and driver Tony Watson. Here they come. And Pinch Shot is off stride and on the run. They're off and pacing, going for the lead. Fastest Cam going out of there on the outside. Edgewater Stardust, Santa Claus, and Misty Isle Breeze gets away in third. Then Susie Comeback outside fourth. Back fifth in along the pylons is Exeter Breeze. Then racing six, Any Which Way, and trailing the field. Back pacing is Pinch Shot as they go on up the backstretch to the opening quarter. Fastest Cam. He was the fastest off the gate today. He's your leader. Racing in second is Edgewater Stardust, Santa Claus. And Misty Isle Breeze is racing in third. Back fourth, Susie Comeback. Then fifth, Exeter Breeze. Back in sixth, Any Which Way, and trailing Pinch Shot as the field moves towards the 3/8 pole. Up front, cutting it out, Fastest Cam. Edgewater Stardust in the pocket second. Santa Claus urging on Misty Isle Breeze, and off stride was Fastest Cam. Everybody by okay though. And on top now, Edgewater Stardust. Santa Claus driving hard on the outside. And now second, Susie Comeback in between horses. And they were by that opening half in 1:05, Edgewater Stardust. With the inquiry up is your leader. Second, Susie Comeback. Then third, Fastest Cam outside, Santa Claus. Hoing on the outside, trying to get Misty Isle Breeze to go on. And on the outside, grabbing fourth now. That is on the outside, Exeter Breeze. Then Misty Isle Breeze, Any Which Way, and Pinch Shot. 3/4 are neck and neck for the top. Edgewater Stardust inside. Susie Comeback outside. 3/4 in 1:38. Then coming three high comes Fastest Cam. He's back in the thick of things. Then right there, fourth, looking for racing room is Exeter Breeze. Santa Claus. Under whip urging now is Misty Isle Breeze. Off the turn for home. And your leader up front, Susie Comeback, and on the outside, Fastest Cam, Exeter Breeze. They're spread out, and they're coming three high down to the wire. Susie Comeback's going to win it, though. Susie Comeback in for second, Exeter Breeze, then Fastest Cam, Edgewater Stardust. Santa Claus finishes fifth with Misty Isle Breeze. Then back to Any Which Way, and back at the field, Pinch Shot. Time for the mile. 2:11. And 2. Parading back now, your unofficial winner of race 4, number 7, Susie Comeback. A Bay Filly 3 by Quick Comeback. Out of Jenny Budd, she by Troublemaker. Owned and bred by John Davidson of St. John. Trained by Tony Watson. Tony does the driving for the 3-year-old filly. She wins this afternoon. It's her second lifetime win. 2:11 and 2. Susie Comeback and Tony Watson. 2:11 and 2. Starters for our 5th race are at the gate. Gate is moving. All set for the 5th. Pete the Cheat and Mark Collett. Hello Jack and Tony Watson. Spunky Emerson, Mark Haig. Big O, Todd Trites. JF Smoke Wagon, Charlie Price. Tuned in and Steve Mahar and River King with Dirk Duncan. 7 starters. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Big O out for the early lead. Spunky Emerson gets away second. Then third in along the rail, Hello Jack. Then racing fourth. On the outside now, third is Tuned In. Tuned In has grabbed the third spot right now. Then racing fourth is Hello Jack. Getting away fifth was Pete the Cheat. Then back in sixth, JF Smoke Wagon. Trailing the field is River King up the backstretch to the quarter, and Big O on the outside trying to grab the top, and he gets there. Racing second now is Spunky Emerson. She's got the pocket trip in second. Then third is Tuned In. That opening quarter, 31 seconds. Hello Jack looks at it from fourth. Then Pete the Cheat, he comes out to move. First up from fifth. Racing six on the outside comes JF Smoke Wagon, and trailing the field but moving River King as they're 4 in and 3 out as they round the 3/8 pole. And up front, cutting it out, Big O, heavy favorite on the tote board. He's on top, leading a length on the outside. Pete the Cheat inside is Spunky Emerson. Second up on the outside, and fourth is JF Smoke Wagon. Then Tuned In, locked to the pylons under a tight line in fifth. Racing six, River King. And trailing the field, Hello Jack. That opening half was 1:05. It's Big O on top. Then second on the outside is Lone, or rather Pete the Cheat in the outside second. Then third inside, Spunky Emerson, JF Smoke Wagon, River King tips to the outside and going 3 wide from fifth. Tuned in, still no racing room. And the trailing horse on the outside moving now is Hello Jack, a bunch field by the 3/4 pole. Big O still has command of a length lead. Then on the outside, River King coming to call second. Pete the Cheat is starting to let go third. That gives room to Spunky Emerson up the inside. Now third, Pete the Cheat fourth. Hello Jack is a wide fifth. Then JF Smoke Wagon tuned in, finally has some room. Down the stretch they come, less than an eighth of a mile to go, and it's all Big O. Big O's going to win this one. Spunky Emerson will grab second. But it was Big O over Spunky Emerson, River King on for third, then tuned in. Fourth, JF Smoke Wagon was fifth, and Hello Jack could Pete the Cheat. The time for the mile, 2:09 and 4. Bringing back now your unofficial winner of race 5, the 4, Big O. A brown horse, 5 by Paris Dexter out of Summers Lady, she by Walton Hanover. On by Vernon Paw of Ellerslie, Prince Edward Island, trained by Elton Miller. Todd Trites drives Big O to victory this afternoon, 2:09 and 4. All set for race 6, field of 7, Bob's Birthday, Rick Armstrong, Seawind Calvero, and Jim Smith. Fast Talk and Todd Trites, Sloanwater GW, Mark Collette. Shalimar Sentinel, Tony Watson, Largo Sun with Charlie Ross at DG's Armageddon. Steve Mahar to the outside, 7 starters. Race 6, here they come. They're off and pacing, going for the early lead. Seawind Calvero up along the inside is Bob's Birthday. Fast Talk gets away in third. As they hit the first turn up front on the outside and clearing Seawind Calvero. That gives a pop trip to Bob's Birthday, racing third on the outside and forced to go on. That's Largo Sun, now third on the outside, and keeping the whole field is Fast Talk, racing in fourth. And Lone Water GW looks at things from fifth, racing sixth. Shalimar Sentinel and trailing the field, but moving DG's Armageddon at opening quarter, 30 and 2. Up front, cutting it out, Seawind Calvero. He's under a drive this afternoon. Racing in second is Bob's Birthday. Largo Sun parked to the outside third. Fast Talk comes second up in fourth. Then nailed to the pylons in fifth, the Shalimar Sentinel, as they're coming 3 wide to the opening half. And Seawind Calvero, your leader with Fast Talk. Getting around the traffic, now second. Then third, Bob's Birthday, Largo Sun. Park still after a half and 2. Then Shalimar Sentinel, Lone Water GW. DG's Armageddon still trails. They've gone past the paddock turn for the second time. Up front, Seawind Calvero looking good on the engine today. He's on top of 2. Then Fast Talk is racing second, third on the outside, Largo Sun. Then racing fourth, Bob's Birthday, Lone Water GW. Then getting shuffled back is Shalimar Sentinel. DG's Armageddon goes 3 wide from the back of the pack. 3/4, 1:34 for Seawind Calvero. Then racing second, Fast Talk. Third, Largo Sun. Outside, DG's Armageddon. Fourth, Lone Water GW. Then it's Shalimar Sentinel. And Bob's Birthday off the turn for home. And it's all Seawind Calvero. Seawind Calvero. Then Fast Talk and DG's Armageddon is coming on in deep stretch. But it's Seawind Calvero, DG's Armageddon coming on. And down to the wire, though, it's Seawind Calvero. In for second was DG's Armageddon, Fast Talk third. Then Largo Sun held on for fourth. Lone Water GW, Shalimar Sentinel, Bob's Birthday in the mile, 2:07. Your unofficial winner, race 6, number 2, Seawind Calvero. Seawind Calvero, Bay Gelding 6 by Colt 46 out of Charlotte's Doll. She by Knightley Blue Chip. Owned, trained, and driven by Jim Smith of Fredericton. For Seawind Calvero, it's his 3rd winning trip of the season. He wins today, 2:07. 3 starters at the gate. Gate is moving. All set for race number 7. We have a field of 6. Lee's Lady Ann and Dirk Duncan. Come by it easy, Lonnie Stokes, Sean C. Down, and Charlie Price. Happy Ave, Mark Haig, Ray's Machine, and Todd Trites, Princetown Judy. Steve Mahar, field of 6. Here they come. They're off and pacing, going for the early lead. Lee's Lady Ann up the inside. And Happy Ave gets away from the middle of the racetrack, racing second, then third on the rail. Is Come By It Easy outside fourth to go on Princetown Judy, then back in fifth. Right now is Sean C. Down trailing the field as Ray's Machine as Happy Ave is cleared to the front and he's moving out. Happy Ave a length and a half lead. Lee's Lady Ann in second. Then Princetown Judy has found a spot on the pylons third, racing fourth. Come By It Easy, that quarter 31 seconds, and that's Come By It Easy out and moving from fourth and following the cover will go Sean C. Down and trailing the field. On the inside is Ray's Machine as the field races towards the 3/8 pole, and Happy Ave on top, a length and a half, then racing second. On the inside is Lee's Lady Ann outside, Come By It Easy. Then following cover, Sean C. Down fourth. Princetown Judy shuffled back to fifth and trailing, but moving Ray's Machine 3 out. And 3 in past the half of 102 and 3. On front and cutting it out, your leader, Happy Ave. Then Come By It Easy on the outside. Right there on the inside is Lee's Lady Ann. Outside fourth, Sean C. Down. Then back fifth as Come By It Easy briefly rolling off stride, but back pacing onto the 3/4. It's Happy Ave and Come By It Easy has cleared to the front now. Come By It Easy. Then way wide, that's Ray's Machine coming to second. 3/4, 1:34 and 2. And up front, Come By It Easy. Then Ray's Machine on the outside. In between horses, Sean C. Down. Then outside, Lee's Lady Ann. Moving to the inside comes Happy Ave and trailing Princetown Judy. Down the stretch they come, and it's Come By It Easy. Come By It Easy looking to win this one. They're battling to him though in deep stretch. It's Come By It Easy. Come By It Easy in tight for second, and possibly Sean C. Down for second. Ray's Machine right there as well. The mile 2:06 and 3. Now your unofficial winner on a placing, it's number 6, Ray's Machine. The Bay Gelding 11 by Treasure Reef out of Lou Mabel. She by Maxie Murr. Owned by Don MacArthur of Tyne Valley, Prince Edward Island. Trained by Elton Miller. Todd Trites drives. Ray's Machine gets his 8th winning trip of the season. We've So Passe off the rail for Wayne Watson. Fair Play, Todd Trites. Notch 1 out, Steve Mahar. Back Road Pride and Dirk Duncan, and outside 5 to Exeter Exclusive. And Tony Watson, field of 5, here they come. They're off and pacing, Notch 1 out going for the early lead. Back Road Pride gets away well on the outside, So Passe gets away the best on the inside. And So Passe grabs the top, Notch 1 out. Gets to the pylons, racing second, then Fair Play. Settles in third, back in fourth, Back Road Pride, and Exeter Exclusive trails the field. They're single file up the backstretch to the opening quarter. And up front, So Passe, longest shot in the board, on top a length and a quarter. Racing second, Notch 1 out, then third. Fair Play, the opening quarter, 30 seconds. Back in fourth is Back Road Pride. Exeter Exclusive can see them all as the field races towards the 3/8. Still no movement yet. Your leader up front is So Passe, a length and a half the best. Notch 1 out second. Then Fair Play third. Back Road Pride fourth. He comes out to move, and the trailer Exeter Exclusive will follow suit as they race to the opening half. So Passe on top. Then Back Road Pride on the outside, hitting hard, comes now to second. Then Notch 1 out third. The half and 2, Exeter Exclusive, second over fourth, and Fair Play has been shuffled to the back. He's now fifth, racing on past the paddock towards the 5/8 pole, So Passe. Still on top with Back Road Pride second. Exeter Exclusive looking good, second over on the outside. Notch 1 out looking for racing room on the inside and trailing the field, Fair Play. And there's about 3.5 lengths separating the field, and Fair Play makes a move from the rear of the pack as they race on to the 3/4 or by that marker, 1:33 and 3, and now Back Road Pride has got the top. Then on the outside, Fair Play, Exeter Exclusive, looking for racing room in between horses, and notch one out, going wide, and it's anybody's race right now at the top of the stretch. They're coming 5 wide down the stretch, and on the far outside, notch one out, Exeter Exclusive sneaks through, and on the outside, notch one out. It's going to be tight at the wire, but Exeter Exclusive won the sprint home, and he gets the job done over notch one out. Then Back Road Pride, Fair Play, and So Passe. Time for the mile. 2:06 and 4. Back to the wire now. You're an official winner of race number 8. Now official, it's number 5, Exeter Exclusive. Exeter Exclusive, a Bay Gelding 7 by Meadow Romar out of Action Chandler. She by Royce. Owned by Kermit Allen of Sedgwick, Maine. Trained by Wayne Watson. Tony Watson driving. And for Exeter Exclusive, it's his 12th winning trip of the season. And he wins 2:06 and 4. Exeter Exclusive winning 2:06 and 4. At the gate. Gate is moving. All set for the 9th, Mr. Tambourine Pan and Steve Mahar. 4 men only, Lonnie Stokes. Spring Traffic, Chester Reitman. Stony B, Charlie Price. Daily Odds and Todd Trites. JP with Wayne Watson. Katahdin Country with Santa Claus. And Hung Jury with Stefan DeCourcy. 8 starters across the racetrack. Here they come. They're off and pacing, going for the early lead. Stony B from post 4. JP gets out of there as well from the outside, and along the pylons is Mr. Tambourine Pan into the first turn, and your leader up front. And cutting it out, Stony B. That leaves JP forced to go on second. Mr. Tambourine Pan filling the hole in third. Then back fourth was 4 men only. Hung Jury hung on the outside. Going on from fifth, racing sixth. In along the pylons is Daily Odds. Then Spring Traffic, and Santa Claus is at the back of the bus. 29 and 2, the opening quarter. And up front, cutting it out, JP, and Stony B on the outside is retaking the lead. Stony B outside with JP. Now sitting the pocket second. Outside, Hung Jury. He's forced to go on, now second on the outside. JP now third. Then Mr. Tambourine Pan moves with the cover from fourth. Spring Traffic outside fifth. Then it's 4 men only. Daily Odds and Santa Claus and Katahdin Country inching closer the half in a minute. And 4 fifths racing into the turn. Your leader is Stony B. Hung Jury on the outside. Hanging tough second. Then JP in along the pylons third. Mr. Tambourine Pan, 4 men only. Makes a move now fourth. Mr. Tambourine Pan is fifth. Then Daily Odds, Katahdin Country, and Santa Claus making a bold move from the back of the pack, and Spring Traffic now trails by the 3/4 now, and it's Stony B. Hung Jury still right there. 3/4 and 1, 32 and 4. It's still Stony B. Hung Jury. 3 wide on the outside. That's Daily Odds behind him. Here comes Santa Claus. He's fourth on the outside. As they come off the top turn for home, Stony B is your leader. Daily Odds and Katahdin Country. On the outside, Santa Claus under a drive with this fella. Down the stretch, and it's Daily Odds. Santa Claus is coming on with Katahdin Country, but it's Daily Odds. Then in for second was Katahdin Country and Santa Claus. The time for the mile, 2:05. Back to the wire now, your unofficial winner of race 9, number 5, Daily Odds. Daily Odds, a Bay Mare 5 by odds against, out of Kawartha Lynn's B-Day. She by Kawartha Skipper. Owned by David Krause of Upper Brighton, New Brunswick. Trained by Ron Chamberlain. Todd Trites gets the call this afternoon. And for Daily Odds, it's win 5 of the season. And winning this afternoon, 2:05. Daily Odds and Todd Trites, 2:05. Starters for the 10th race at the gate again. Top of the stretch, cover up RA, Bill Nicholson Sr., Santa Claus with chip in the pocket. Allegro Ellie, Doug Queen, Spudland Sarah, Charlie Price. Go Liz Go, Wayne Watson, Rambo's Reflection, Dirk Duncan, War We Direct, Steve Mahar, and Todd Trites to the outside with Cheyenne Breeze. Here they come. They're off, and Chip in the pocket, and Santa Claus looking for the early lead up on the outside, and going forward is War We Direct into the first turn, and up front, cutting it out, your leader is Chip in the pocket. Santa Claus right on the front end today. Then racing second on the outside, but going to the top now is War We Direct. And Santa Claus lets him go right on by, now sitting in the pocket. Then racing third and going on now to second, that's Cheyenne Breeze. And Cheyenne Breeze is going to take it, third leader so far. Before the quarter pole, 31 seconds was the quarter, Cheyenne Breeze. Racing in second, War We Direct, Chip in the pocket, and Santa Claus looking good. In along the pylons, third, Allegro Ellie fourth, Cover Up RA is fifth. Then out and moving, here comes Spudland Sarah, then it's back to Rambo's Reflection. And out and moving from the back of the pack goes Go Liz Go. Through the stretch to the opening half, and your leader up front, cutting it out with a length and a half lead, Cheyenne Breeze. Then War We Direct off the pylons again to challenge the half in 3 and 2. Allegro Ellie, Santa Claus slips up the inside. Now third, Allegro Ellie fourth, then fifth. Spudland Sarah back sixth is Cover Up RA, then it's Go Liz Go, and Rambo's Reflection up the backstretch, racing on to the 3/4 under a drive, Cheyenne Breeze. Then War We Direct is second, Chip in the pocket, right there third. Then on the outside, Allegro Ellie, right there fourth as well. And hooking wheels was Santa Claus, 3/4, 1:34 and 3, rounding the top turn. Some confusion at the back, and that leaves Cheyenne Breeze. Still out by 2, War We Direct, Spudland Sarah coming big time on the outside, strong as they come off the turn for home, and Spudland Sarah's going to go right on by down the stretch. Spudland Sarah to the top, then Cheyenne Breeze, War We Direct. In deep stretch, it's Spudland Sarah. This one's over. In for second, Cheyenne Breeze, War We Direct third, then Cover Up RA fourth, and the time for the mile, 2:07. And then parade back now, your unofficial winner of race number 10, number 4, Spudland Sarah. A brown filly, 3 by drop-off. Out of Spudland Sequoia, she by Winning Moment. Owned by Bob McNeil, Marie Calder, co-owned, trained, and driven by Charlie Price. And for Spudland Sarah, it's her 5th winning trip of the season. And this afternoon, 2:07. Spudland Sarah winning for Charlie Price, 2:07.